heavy as I witness the damage which this clique of neo-colonialist conspirators are doing to our country. At the bidding of their overseas neo-colonialist masters, they are dismantling the work of 15 years. They are telling you that Ghana is bankrupt. They are telling you that our country is in debt to the extent of some 240 million pounds. What fools they are. How ignorant for them to think that you believe these stupid lies. Open your eyes and look around you. See for yourself. See the splendid new Tama Harbor. See the mighty water dam. See the fine roads which we have built under the leadership of the Convention People's Party and its government. See the schools, the colleges and the universities. See the clinics, hospitals, health centers and the facilities which we have created. See the factories which are already springing up. These are no debts. These are not debts. They are investments in our future as an independent nation. These are the physical guarantees of the bright new future which I have promised you and I have been working for. Together, we can put our Ghana firmly and squarely on its own feet. Together, we can create the things we need for ourselves instead of going cap in hand for charity handouts from foreign powers whose only wish is to exploit us and make us vassals to their interests. I know these are hard and trying days for you. I have never tried to conceal from you that real independence, that is to say economic independence, does not come without hard struggle and sacrifice. Unlike the cheats and deceivers, the liars and traitors who are now trying to lord it over you, I have never promised you any easy road. I have respected your good sense, your capacity for work, your pride in yourselves, and your sense of national dignity. Why do you think these traitors, these agents and lackeys of colonialism and of international intrigue to destroy the independence of Ghana, chose this moment to perform their dastardly act? I will tell you, less than 1 month before they struck to destroy all our hard work, we had inaugurated the first electricity from the water dam. Only 3 days before this treachery, we had signed a new agreement to irrigate the mighty Accra Plains. At last, we were on the threshold of a great new victory. We had in 1957 won our political independence after years of struggle. Now in 1966, we were at the threshold of winning our economic independence. The same people who tried to sabotage our winning of political independence 9 years ago have now stopped to sabotage our economic independence and are systematically dismantling our socialist gains and achievements. Before the traitors and the rebellious National Liberation Council tried to usurp power during my absence from Ghana, Ghana was a haven to which the oppressed from all parts of Africa could come to carry on their struggle. It was a haven for freedom fighters, for independence and against colonialism. The name of Ghana was revered all over the African continent as a staunch friend of the oppressed. African brothers from South Africa, from Rhodesia, from Mozambique and Angola, from the so-called Portuguese Guinea and the Cape Verde Islands and other oppressed colonial areas were given hospitality amongst us. Do you think that this is something of which we needed to be ashamed? Not at all. On the contrary, it was something of which we should be justly proud. Haven't we proclaimed that the independence of Ghana is meaningless until it is linked up with the total liberation of Africa? Now, hundreds of these brave freedom fighters who came to our country trusting us to look after them and help them in their struggle against colonial oppression, and believing as we do that Africa and the struggle for freedom is indivisible. These brave men and women have been sent back, bag and baggage, by this traitorous clique to the countries from which they had fled to seek refuge, inspiration, and protection in Ghana. Countrymen, a new phase of the African Revolution has been reached. This revolution must overcome and triumph over imperialism, racialism, and neocolonialism. It must finally usher in the total emancipation and the political unification of our continent. Africa must be free. Africa must be united. Fellow countrymen, my heart is heavy as I witness the damage which this clique of neo-colonialist conspirators are doing to our country. At the bidding of their overseas neo-colonialist masters, they are dismantling the work of 15 years. They are telling you that Ghana is bankrupt. They are telling you that our country is in debt to the extent of some 240 million pounds. What fools they are. How ignorant for them to think that you believe these stupid lies. Open your eyes and look around you. See for yourself. See the splendid new Tama Harbor. See the mighty water dam. See the fine roads which we have built under the leadership of the Convention People's Party and its government. See the schools, the colleges, and the universities. See the clinics, hospitals, health centers, and the facilities which we have created. See the factories which are already springing up. These are no debts. These are not debts. They are investments in our future as an independent nation. These are the physical guarantees of the bright new future which I have promised you and I have been working for. Together, we can put our Ghana firmly and squarely on its own feet. Together, we can create the things we need for ourselves instead of going cap in hand for charity handouts from foreign powers whose only wish is to exploit us and make us vassals to their interests. I know these are hard and trying days for you. I have never tried to conceal from you that real independence, that is to say economic independence, does not come without hard struggle and sacrifice. Unlike the cheats and deceivers, the liars and traitors who are now trying to lord it over you, I have never promised you any easy road. I have respected your good sense, your capacity for work, your pride in yourselves, and your sense of national dignity. Why do you think these traitors, these agents and lackeys of colonialism and of international intrigue to restore the independence of Ghana, chose this moment to perform their dastardly act? I will tell you, less than 1 month before they struck to destroy all our hard work, we had inaugurated the first electricity from the water dam. Only 3 days before this treachery, we had signed a new agreement to irrigate the mighty Accra Plains. At last, we were on the threshold of a great new victory. We had in 1957 won our political independence after years of struggle. Now in 1966, we were at the threshold of winning our economic independence. The same people who tried to sabotage our winning of political independence 9 years ago have now stopped to sabotage our economic independence and are systematically dismantling our socialist gains and achievements. Before the traitors and the rebellious National Liberation Council tried to usurp power during my absence from Ghana, Ghana was a haven to which the oppressed from all parts of Africa could come to carry on their struggle. It was a haven for freedom fighters, for independence and against colonialism. The name of Ghana was revered all over the African continent as a staunch friend of the oppressed. African brothers from South Africa, from Rhodesia, from Mozambique and Angola, from the so-called Portuguese Guinea and the Cape Verde Islands. And what are we waiting for? What are we looking for, Africa? Are we looking
from mere charters, conceived in the light of the United Nations example, a type of United Nations organization whose decisions are framed on the basis of resolutions that in our experience have sometimes been ignored by member states, where groupings are formed and pressure developed in accordance with the interests of the groups concerned? Or is it intended that Africa should be turned into a loose organization of states on the model of the organization of the American states, in which the weaker states within it can be at the mercy of the stronger or more powerful ones politically and economically, and all at the mercy of some powerful outside nation or group of nations? Your Excellencies, is this the kind of association we want for ourselves? In the United Africa we all speak of with such feeling and emotion? Your Excellencies, permit me to ask, is this the kind of framework we desire for a united Africa? An arrangement which in future would permit Ghana or Nigeria or the Sudan or Liberia or Egypt or Ethiopia, for example, to use pressure with either superior economic or political influence gives to decide the flow and direction of trade, say from Burundi or Togo or Nyasaland to Mozambique and Madagascar. We all want a united Africa. United not only in our concept of what unity connotes, but united in our common desire to move forward together in dealing with all the problems that can best be solved only on a continental basis. Sir, when the first Congress of the United States met many years ago at Philadelphia, one of the delegates sounded the first chord of unity by declaring that they had met in a state of nature. In other words, they were not in Philadelphia as Virginians or Pennsylvanians, but simply as Americans. This reference to themselves as Americans was in those days a new and strange experience. But may I dare to assert, equally on this occasion, Your Excellencies, that we meet here today not as Ghanaians, Guineans, Egyptians, Algerians, Moroccans, Malians, Liberians, Congolese, or Nigerians, but as Africans. Africans united in our resolve to remain here until we have agreed on the basic principles of a new compact of unity among ourselves, with guarantees for us and our future, a new arrangement for continental government. If we succeed in establishing a new set of principles as the basis of a new charter or statute for the establishment of a continental unit of Africa and the creation of social and political progress for our people, then, in my view, this conference should mark the end of our various groupings and regional blocs. But if we fail and let this grand and historic opportunity slip by, then we shall give way to greater dissension and division among us, for which the people, the masses of the people of Africa, will never forgive us. And the popular and progressive forces and movements within Africa will condemn us surely. I'm sure, therefore, that we shall not fail them. Your Excellencies, I have spoken at length because it is necessary for us all to explain not only to one another present here, but also to our people who have instructed us the fate and destiny of the African continent. We must therefore not leave this place until we have set up an effective machinery for achieving African unity. To this end, I now propose for your consideration the following. As a step, Your Excellencies, a declaration of principles uniting and binding us together, and to which we must all faithfully and loyally adhere, and laying the foundation of unity should be set down. And there should also be a formal declaration that all the independent African states here and now agree to the establishment of a Union of African States. A second, an urgent step for the realization of the unification of Africa. An All-Africa Committee of Foreign Ministers be set up now, and that before we rise from this conference, a date should be fixed for them to meet. This committee should establish, on behalf of the heads of our governments, a permanent body of officials and experts to work out a machinery for the Union Government of Africa. This body of officials and experts should be made up of one or two of the best brains from each of the independent African states. The various charters of the existing groupings and other relevant documents could also be submitted to these official experts, working under the hegemony of a committee of the foreign ministers. And a presidium consisting of the heads of government of the independent African states should be called upon to meet and adopt a constitution and other recommendations which will launch the government of Africa. We must also decide on a location where this body of officials and experts will work as the new headquarters or capital of our union government. Some central place in Africa might be the fairest suggestion. From my view, either at Bangui in the Central African Republic or in Libreville in the Congo. All the officials that will go there, and we shall support, they will work. My colleagues may have other proposals. The Committee of Foreign Ministers, officials and experts should be empowered, because we have no time, to establish, 1, a commission to frame a constitution for the Union Government of African States. 2, a commission to work out a continent-wide plan for the united or common economic and industrial program for Africa. This plan should include for setting up a common market for Africa, an African currency, African monetary zone, an African central bank, a continental communication system. 3rd, a commission to draw up details for common foreign policy and diplomacy. A commission to produce plans for a common system of defense. A commission to make proposals for a common African citizenship. These commissions will report to the Committee of Foreign Ministers, who should in turn submit within 6 months of the conference their recommendation to the Presidium. The Presidium meeting in conference at the Union headquarters, whether it's at Bangui or Libreville, will consider and approve the recommendations of the Committee of Foreign Ministers in order to provide funds immediately for the Committee of the Permanent Officials and Experts of the headquarters of the Union. I suggest that a special committee be set up now to work out a budget for this. Your Excellencies, with these steps, I submit we shall be irrevocably committed to the road which will bring us to a Union Government of Africa. Only a united Africa with central political direction can successfully give effective material and moral support to our freedom fighters in Southern Rhodesia, Angola, Mozambique, Southwest Africa, Kwanaland, Swaziland, Basutoland, Portuguese Guinea, etc., and of course South Africa. All Africa must be liberated now. It is therefore imperative for us, here and now, to establish a liberation bureau for African freedom fighters. The main object of this bureau, to which all governments should subscribe, should be to accelerate emancipation of the rest of Africa, still under colonial and racialist domination and oppression. It should be our joint responsibility to finance and support this bureau. On their successful attainment of independence, these territories will automatically join our Union of African States and thus strengthen the fabric of Mother Africa. It's the only hope for them. Otherwise, when they become independent, why are they going? We shall live here, having laid the foundation of our unity. Your Excellencies, nothing could be more fitting than that the unification of Africa should be born on the soil of a state which stood for centuries as a symbol of African independence. Let us return to our people of Africa, not with empty hands and with high-sounding resolutions, but with the firm hope and assurance that at long last, African unity has become a reality. What brought all of you here? We shall thus begin the triumphant march to the kingdom of the African personality and to a continent of prosperity and progress, of equality and justice, and of work and happiness. This shall be our victory. Victory within a continental government of a Union of African States. This victory will give our voice greater force in world affairs and enable us to throw our weight more forcibly on the side of peace. The world needs peace in which the greatest advantage can be taken to the benefits of science and technology. Many of the world's present ills are to be found in the insecurity and fear engendered by the threat of nuclear war. Especially, do we, the new nations, need peace in order to make our way into a life of economic and social well-being amid an atmosphere of insecurity and instability that will promote moral, cultural, and spiritual fulfillment. If we in Africa can achieve this example of a continent knit together in common policy and common purpose, we shall have made the finest possible contribution to that peace for which all men and women thirst today, and which will lift once and forever the deepening shadow of global destruction from mankind.
Journalism, no. Russia, okay, journalism. Iceland, okay. Australia, Minya Yako. She said, Tikasia, dear. Nedian one corner have a beer. Indiana corner have a beer corner far away. Ti ama wa bim papa. Hey, doctor, dog, was it? I've checked on why. Hey. Oh, the meeting copper, you might cry, no, try me at a pay. Nothing of your Korean and Chilaway. Yeah, Kwame, me say Ghana. So who say Obia Jai wasem ka na oma ye din ehwewa. Say Ghana for the do atema on, na che say we safe. Ghana, so mu di do atema. Say we safe. Say so omo pe wasem na on person omo kan kwase asem kakra kire o. That's right. That's right. Still on go you. Yeah. Hey. You see, a friend say, Kusi enya fufu a enko bedi na nso aduro ene enko ne bom. Ka kusi enya fufu a ene abenko a ko bedi. Ba se kusi bon no esha. Waduro nkom. Hey. Sa Ghana for the do atama. No afanesa. Na unso mo ye din. Ahwe odin na wujimi ko. No mo hwe odin na wujimi ko. No mo hwe odin na wujimi ko. Omunum de ombe yo. Ombe kan bo mo aye wade. Ghana. Timu se nimpa don kola no de Ghana street ni mu di agrosa we si eh. Ya trans street we mu ache o. Yenim wasem yenim ni nyina de ba kakra no a yenim na so de edoso papa. Hwe. Ha? Kwame. Ye me di free asempa. Later no me be hu say na me yonko ndis ni bi kra sese o minister. Na ono so kra ka eye scheme no ho no. Me hu dwire me papa. Miami ndis ni a osata asempa oba show ye pon amene noa o. Later cry na MPP for no mama line no say mama who evidence Michiano na say Michiano na me ne di nkowa to me hwe ne saa no masere mitbi hwe ne saa no masere 2020 mi wo me ni hia e ka den kama no pa e ma me busa no. Now there be twam. Timini ni di nkomo no ye oh menua. Kwabena wo de wa ye adwuma ma ndisi o. Na when some hear this na me sorry kwa say oh god this is sa. And also kwa me so me manim no metimi adwobiri ahwe odin wo be ka se bobi onim hwe. Metimi adwobiri manim pa wo ye pani na me no di nkomo a make me adwobiri manim ahwe odin minim asfa ka minim ni nyina akosi minim de wo tumi de wa ye ho nyina sankofa kofisi afi de am na the table 10 say the table shall 10 ai sa o mo bro for tan kan no a abaso no kwasea na mo se table na se no na mo ni se table no be 10 na table shall say 10 and the future is pregnant say kwasea bro for mo go for free 75 years o repu no it's legon but said the young emperor for 2 years for no. Sometimes it's true. Say Bobie, you were mind book. Into sometimes you hear any more minor, and I think say you need JM focus. Into okasa na what you say penny. Obviously, Bobie, for some days now, your network is not working good. Oh, hey, Charlie. Meaning ai esawa kwasi abrofo de kwasi abrofo pa na the table sha 10 na mu de na mu table no so na mu shake no 8 years na mu say table no better ne oh wo mo jimi sa Kwame wo the table asoame wo the table asoame na say ma jeme ho na me so 10 table no e de asoawa o si the table sha 10 say it will 10 no say it sha 10 no we kwasi askikan kwa the table sha 10 the fete Kwame azgu no for national security for do omko armed robbery okay asankragwa armed robbery azuku no mko wia gold Kwame pa gugu sesi a presidency MPP for no the presidency cast armed robbery gomwa robbery Ghana ni bia wotemi bia pa on type on Google presidency vehicle involving a robbery gomwa on Google obi a what national security ede kwa robbery ya razaki ono no na adwene ne nkoyi ensisu yi enso ye peresa omu nkwa akro no bo razak omu nkwa akro no bo onu mu konfojo ni ajobri bibia ai esese national security for no bi adwan wo ho no enya asem kuma ante boy wono di ade chi obedi razak di onu obedi no odwere ho asa enso ye peresa MPP fought me at the national security armed robbery. Kwame, and yet presidency cars and na omo kwase side go to galamsey watiwa ema omo yi akwade friend say MPP ni no so o se kufu adoa o so share special. Oh, akwai media analyst so we pa na enim ni di e kan ni din. Oh, onana oye a director of transport ewo presidency pamocha network no me ya wo hwe enya yie humu enya mea minimu asem tibum enya ni se ya we manpower ni timidi enya 230 300 no manpower timu munya ho abotre hwa na the tables hwa MPP for no omunyaye den ko da jomama ase hwa MPP yeni Office of President vehicle caught in robbery operation 17 February 2017 enye ena bohono na MPP for no peno obia ana me kan say wa ye pani no say ye wo manbu ti yanhwe so mu enti sa meme pa de na mpese de MPP for ye Ghana for bia no ke yi omu bi pe Kwame obi ne ba tachima obi ne ba to wasoma ne ba bema na ayi your friend say MPP for boys ya omo se asomade no ene police for free national headquarters and dampare no matimi akofa boy na kwa kokuno because police for akọ armed robbery ewo tachima ho ama boy na hu no makokuno MPP say the table say yeah agwa we so boy we there almost na fu kakraka no ni tego se o yare diabetes so say tego se wan o ti achimota o dey say tego se wan no MPP ATS Kwame enipa mu o wo ye ni no atwetuo no ma warning shot wo ye no atwetuo no ma warning shot kwaya omo ne e fa so tena kroma no senka nkroma NDC aba na bobi ehu de o ye ne ho o ye ya pe sankwase ankrasesem jimisem no adema e ma no mo nam krom ha ye omo no yankwase afo we ka kire say the table shall turn na ya mo kran table no entene papa bia asa kiasi ye tutu table ni na nyina de bromo basa o krom a akwa bi ba me Facebook page and the table shall turn. Now see if the table turn, we will use the stick to beat you. Ya the table nu ya no babo wa pantan no wo sina pro abubu moto wo no ya bobo so abubu no. Ase si amu refi bibia e wo wi ase. Kwasi asemo mu di no kroma no. Ase wo mu refi how me na matra ban mu adi nkwasi asem saa na ma party ko opposition me krom kura o na me tebe bi din because ferry say na say makachro and this new boy bi na is painters wo na me nim say ne papa na minister o say ne ba me na ye hwan o say ne de afeda me pere nchina kwae me su behwe na ode saa nwenwen ni bi ahye ne ka nim small boy bi o na mpanifo ye te eho eye meeting ya ye wo meeting mu aye ni abre no obeta no nyo jesu obesna kofie panifo nam sim panifo to ye for man no adwene ye ni abre ye hwa se de emefuo ye bedo ama abe aba yede na nyoma no aye bibi papa bi na yede ni nsuo no ya export ade eko nyo nam say india they say adan this be ko opposition india na be e de be pa na be nyame adomo wanya ka wa party aba mu said you be a traffic suniadia. This should be na yenko. Na Spenters Road no so cry no that track on I behind ho. Traffic behind ho. Show. Now mumu say and a party co position na mo Jimmy kwa Jimmy President eka abayen ka police for ka unauthorized sirens. Adia we are saying say there's a party aba. You didn't quasi asem for the last. No. We are saying political power and council. And are they try on which they say, hey, Minia, trouble, Yamotre, Yamotre. Ni no na street mu ya yanko ya yanko ba bia ya bo we dey here ni ya ka asema na the table will tell the chair will somersault the I ready yanko for cause ya kaka ye ni pado MVV oh ready yanko for Kwame wuni wa mwa you know the elephant is symbol we have come to still Ghana wuni wa mwa anthem no oh kaminya yankam pepa we are the new patriotic party we are the new patriotic the elephant is now, baby, I'm the elephant is na wo papa penu ya kwa ndi enti do mo say onko no Kennedy anything is a just bia say your mama petete na won yai Sama jo mama petete na mirakasa boaje pa ne tibikasa Nana Opon in charge of transport. Ewo Jubilee House. Nana Opon. On the cars. Na under him na no de a presidency cars eko a year galamse ewo etiwa forest no. Thank you, Uncle Fee. Thank you. Ashaman for good afternoon. Hey, one more de band name me basu muntili to amon friso. Yeah, I can't say me intia. John Mama petete. And I John Mama tete. Brady Yankopon. Asem kakra. And baby, I bobo se ball and guno. O ma kwasisa.
The ones we fresh one.
Fresh one. Agbogbosi. Sisi an obi deba. Fa number no to. And dansuma na sori da ho. Man probi simpe Johnson. Coastal Johnson. Opongro. Westland. Ayawa so West Wegon. Spring Test. Tespo Market. And baby ya bobo ya se baller. Abesum ho ya. Woman society ni mesra wa da suman asore da ho se omon society boyenka ye mpacho mesra wada wa man probi Sempe Johnson so ma society so a hwa efa Sunday ye dan suman asore da ho man probi Sempe Johnson Coastal Johnson Okongro Westland Ayawaso West Wogon Spring Test Tespo Market me pacho momo ayi baby bia so awie border egu ya wotemenka yanya agboglosi makola number 2 video no ho monkantum emame me bacho me producer number utwa bia
ademe gate agboglosi market wow.
Well, you guys have to do something about your Facebook network for about 2 weeks now. Bro, many are not some better than my castle. They are the minimum as a they are can minimum as a I do watch the woman de papa no. Now, almost bon woman radio that no more on quasi agony. You ma ha me was anya day. Onya radio da onim ho hwe on tiase onim woka no ono ji wachini ade ya me manager ade ya me technician why give me an abodam ade no adwuma no a na adwuma wura no ankasa no on tiase o sede o we network ye adwuma we adwuma anyone want to still no aja bonobo ubuso omo kra recorder ubuso omo record wo radio muso wo record ne say oni record o onye won chese obu okra ya na mtipa mempo kwa ye benya agboglosi meboa agboglosi number 2
look at it the main gate
enye sometimes I say you serious kakra sometimes I say serious kakra because me yeah do my dear grow say ya na makoma ya me ya wan hwa no akokan de bia because look a funeral ya the day nyina no enti assemblies no monte enti authorities monte hwagbobulusi market ade we guo then you turn back we will say by 6 weeks time no mo ba 2 years for mo say ni mu ni kwame ya na ye leadership no ka won na ma ye so ye too a friend say any meaningful thing bia wo ha because Sadia no say aba no ase ano mo betu Ghana for ma patriotism ne mra wo mu ma Ghana ni nya adwen pa enyo na betu obi afo there be you are not in government to come and advise, you are in government to come and implement laws, rules, regulations. You are not in government to come and advise. Me, Saudi no ya no mo me who say leader be too fupe. No me who say what Jimmy kakra. Kwame, you better futu an gesi police station mai. Human society, yentu human society, yentu yefo. Ya de mra ne hyehyeye ene 2 year 4 any development ne 2 year 4. Enti baby a ye pra ye say wa ya pra awie ya tu nkrofo I say gotta be war. I think median crabron ya me hu. I saw a video kiosk containers clear one why big. So ye bibi wo quick and they secure the place say be nipa mawa na ujai what the next 1 month they will come back. See, me problem was your friends say flood mitigation task force and all that. Ubu dani wie na se when secure ho onipa no akota ba bi din. Enso ne te ya obetuni foundation baba besi. Your leadership sometimes me po obi out too much o. Mempe obi a da bia out too much mempe. Bible class me ba susuti afutuo ni anka so ye kwasea. Proverbs meboa say the book of Proverbs. Was it susuti afutuo bebre. No mo mutu fu bebre no be se aka so ye kwasea. Madam fu bo so no tunufo. Apply the laws. Now what advice say? Because you say nyame ni nyansa enim se di university e no ma ye nyansa se mu ye nipa edunum aduonu na makotra ba bi na dani kuro a se mo hye mra because kwasiafo bebem nyame onim se di nipa tie nti no ma ye se nyansa no se momfa emra enentra wanka se momfa afutuo enentra se ye di afutuo na etra enkapa mabako ono na president yemfa afutuo netna Ghana ni ana onipa abrafo kura na omunye o nkwasiafo pa wom che abibifo abrofo kwasiafo pa wom but kwame omuno semra ni di wa hu ube fili ube bonsem ube giadi ekwam do ube fa so no uba kura nyina enye na kono so obedi sa abone ni bida be there you dare not say German police men come military German police and now British police now boys be kran sekai ejina ho ne wo confrontation ombekum nyina agu enko ba bia ombekum nyina I don't know no wontra abroche kuro bia no a police ne nkampese military ukura sekai ejina ho ehwe sojani obo yem na onso no epie ba kwame mimi dia mimi nyakwa di president mimi military any police me frem aka kire mo ba bia mo beko bia boys be ye confrontation bia finish them Finish them. O bom yensa bon nine bonum. Ha. Ah, na soja fobi na omo entina kwa me petuo wo me ho no. Me ho ti me petuo wo me ho. Because say wa twe sika me hu. Ah. Eya evidence video. Oh, obeko okosoro ba from obeko. Na say oyem wo bulletproof bi antare ho. Na fufu e bulletproof. Bomu ama de udi na nopa no. Epiaba. Hwe say ye siesie krum. Ye se alajo na akwa bi kotowo one. Ah, kwami we China, ye hanging it straight oh. Yeah, ko hanging straight. Say Juma president, ne vice president, ne chief of staff no see abonti enyira no obunu kwase asem. Say nipa we, kwame, ye truthful. Say onya patriotism godimu. Ne futuo wo aba ano. Na oni wie ye hwe star bi ni flex bi o pepa no tokra he flex bi. Now see say only we have a part of Maria fe. So afa die bi okotokoto wa ye. Shafe die bi wa sa koto achia no owie ye no ase apru kotim no ase achine. Ah. When kese ba bia ye behunu bia no ke do video we ehwehwe no obu sa bobone mfimu sa ni am on man remand. Uhwe no oba be wu anam ayi na ba fie 2 days no awu. I no ko because na we what society mo ya dey. Fazo be na wono so. Sabe Friday Saturday na nye se mampani ni ba bia ko ni bibia ye wu. Enye se na be de akire ni bibia ye wu. Aw. Enti ye no kwa anye fere ma enough. But you don't know, it's almost say, young next Ghana for you, say, young fair for 2 mine, young fair for 2 boo of mine. Yeah, say me there may be do mine, so may be 2 for. I bet and fair for 2 moo or mine. Jaja, yeah, we are quay, omni to Abraham Papa in the trimming. Yan, why ding? Nyana ne matcho fo nyina adwane obi akọ fie obi akọ ede na me de bo be de ede na me untimi nya hwe untimi ntwa janto o man no mu o say so on na say JM mra debate no oh JM so mra mani o oh JM ono abo ano de asre ben Lucky Kwabena film na meboa. Na kwa ni awie na hwe flags bi o de paper nto no Adam say eh ebinu so ni man ye fo. Na me say bro you skills war. You public toilet. Hey, whether Nenka Crawford complaining crano, and Kesen Kene, Enka Ahmed, local government minister. Kesen Nenkwaka Safa. Oh, we are making efforts, and I say we are linking up to Menyasha Son crowd him. I doubt, Ahmed, I doubt. Ono say trini said any trimasi ayani debino say ayana agre say so was so tumfo so say ya now so was me Ahmed me would ya baru so o dwunu wo kire no sa no bitimi hwe sa ara ba srebe so ori wo so ya kola hwe kwami kroma kufo time na hu asabia ja okay me kaso hu asabia na asabia wo wanyini na wo say na hu nyini na wo kwami jaja. Because Sabola we go and Naire. Oh, masa. Ghana Van Dam. But we upgrade your machines. Network is terrible. Get more faster and robust network provider. Yeah. Yeah, you console no cry in each other. Obey Tienisa, what? Your console no cry no. And you need to Van Dam. Say, upgrade your machines. Machines by China media. Only console we and you need to upgrade your machine. Ye table way. What your crowd table way soda. Ubu o man na onye papa man emanem wawa yawo. Because if I be so no, you can't blame the authorities so much. Also, because we this is MC say yeah, obey sa. You go and see a couple in the JMO called Jimmy before from on side my Guinea on a quiet befa so as a sabola. Oh, any pabako. Any pabako, or any pabako. In this way, appointee this year, and I say, Minister, no, my Guinea about trim, no act fast kakra. Oh, any pabako pet, and there no bay. Oh. Enyo nyefe kra anya nka mamom prakra na munjai na ene de besi bia nsi he enso to awa betim no adoje de obenu awu wo ma enso efa wo mu se beta frache wo mu nkosi heaven kwai nti se obeye ni se de awde jai na ene nka obi anante ne ba bia we MC we DC ba ko bi kura de say egu assembly ni kwana no pe ba bia no ya kaya na nipa na say from there to a assembly be 100 meters away fa asori da no can you imagine ka we titi militia ibi abachi MC ya bonachi ma ewo adwumafo nanim wahu titi militia phone. Musa Gaza, honestly, Commander, we are suffering watching this show. Charlie, so, bro, sorry, we will work it out. I mean, Wajedia group ya will complain. Latte, no MC, Equiapim North. He has same issues with the assembly people. And as MPP campaign, Basa, I eat no. I'm Fatum. Basa.
He was saying semico campaign manager you could Kwame. Abrantiano when he muntroni. Miana me call I don't know what a minia. Anyhow. He was saying semico campaign manager you could Kwame. Abrantiano when he muntroni. Miana me call I don't know what a minia. Any panel I know we Jumano. Already no, ye Pia Muka. One branch now we are Jumo local government, ye Piauka. Contract is so free World Bank by ya, what the mad DCs, one now that's all. And on Pony Cote and Opa for DCs, Libis will be common Sakaya. And to a new little I mean the Messino. And you will subai or case will be sent them to me and not general from Kakra. Yes, now. He was saying semico campaign manager you could Kwame. Abrantiano when he muntroni. Miana me call I don't know what a minia. Any panel I know we are Jumano. Already no, ye Pia Muka. One branch now we are Jumo local government, ye Piauka. Contract is so free World Bank by ya, what the mad DCs, one now that's all. And on Pony Cote and Opa for DCs, Libis will be common Sakaya. And to a new little Yamina mean the Messino. And you will subai Okay, so be send them to me, you're not getting from Kakra. It's not about what somebody will say. It's about your own character. In the image of the media, no, send the city. One of them come send the city.
We cry at DC for Sikao. Yeah, your my Sikao. Asem way. Sanye Kromani, a bear say, na way asem. And then Kia Flag Makubefi. And then Quade proof bar. A serious indictment. Local, almost MPP for no, almost fire various places. One to say, say, ya wele, the ama womu. Now, here we are more for Sir John. No, I fa a anubuite kunam. Now, all the anubuite kunam, aqua jinachi mota. It's my wele amount. Ah, oh, yeah, well, a chimota forest no. Oh, Sir John, obey we aseno. Ya ba Ghana and woho and penny for abako, a drew a kufad nibba umiasono. Now, Bob Trim say, I say, ya well, had the Ghana and ama womo, and woman to trebi ma or moncolano. Yeah, bro, yeah, and was as many people for the but the member told so no better and any de minim pa. You unt me, and nada magnet. Tia kwambia de me support no. Abigail Elom kwambia. Me support no. Ayi Crosby, only Crosby. Ayi ne opponent no. Crosby ye madam fu. Oh ye madam pa. Madam pa, but I mean and the cray back up. I don't mind whether ebi ami nyanya sika bi ntia so once unya sika nkwasi akeka nkwa ohia ni nkwasi akeka ese ho a ubenya architect obebo bia ma ho mi enhya me ho tibe no sa agro no me mempe agro a be ha ma dwere enhya me ho ai na miracles abuaje when him say sources from MPP recently Omania Champon Nicholas Omania Champon after omoto flag bearer race ni wie no Asia na attack ni say ba omia do omusika ama no amo atena so woni MPP for no emu 10 edim komo when it comes to money issues with Miracles Abuaje emu 2 or 3 and a person or mobile defending no ya no kra no onipa kro ndi na mempa ye nyina say the Miracles onwini communication no director no na omra ni ani corruption ho nkomo oh Ghana. Oh yeah. Now he is warmly welcome to the table of men. Now you need corruption. The corruption is it here. Ye mo bosso kakran. Me wa na bibi ni gabi abatro. Ai na Miracles Abuaje no or your spending officer. And I'm say ato forcing one day no ordinary sika ofui ato forcing deputy minister or your spending officer any the table 10 now the table no 10 e betutu abandi abu se kronfo table no 10 ya na ba no a 10 ya basoro no ye betutu dia bro the table 10 and I was a table no man now say ya no bi anfo ankuntru so munni mini pa ni bra brekura no a ka nyina nke kan kwase asem say the table will 10 but what is it hwe nipa bi a wo mkofa a wo mo eye me yase ma de ibe ha me hwe nipa bi a mkofa wo mbegu street mu wo se yakoye ne de ahye de wudi kura wunya No go jira ni pe we afa de yiya so person what time say oh so wadum da dagwa wadum dagwa say your friend say amaria dance ase avira fa pepe bi de se ase no ono you say boy be your friend because bocho say hwan but menti nanum asem you say ensen e wo pack you know I dey wo
total pack o say
ba ni you say egu ni kato hwe ba kokura de kwa me wo so mo man is dey wi Osman na de man no. Da bra be ayi na de man no. Akwa madam fu yi. Oh, they are not a youth organizer at Greater Accra, my friend.
Boy also.
There be anyo. Ba kwa nra na one Mustafa Salim. Abo o he no. Say one no ne ga no wanum kolos. Aya wa ye yim papa mame yim eye kolos o kolos na kola na nom no unim kolos nkola no opel bi kolos no se onuma obetwa bunkotodwe wo lor kwa we mu awia saa ko Togo Embassy. Oh yes, kolos. Yes. Kolo. Ada wo mo be pack bi wo ho. Na demonstration yesi motofo na vroom no mo bia be yini tuo no. Ebe ha adwene o. Ebe ha adwene papa. Sa de no a ye encourage yegusu encourage no. Yo. Na yakọ motofo Vum. Na soja for na nkrofo ewurade nyankwa ne pa ni patimi ni soja for yi. American soldier NSC yenesa no edua no mo de dado abo akire ano ha ye de bo mu sei na awo na ya tenam no na udrimika na udwane on bokoboko no de ball gabi e ma fe de odu shop bi anim no oyi na Beverly at the time Beverly at wo ha omo nya sa de we MPP omo nya de no Beverly at wo ha they won't do it me say gabi onu adu shop bi anim no oyi na chi a kire ma bi busan se onhwe na chi ma na chi te say so samia Allah kubaru. Allah kubaru. Odru shop bianu no ayi na chi sana omo titau ibisian tutu. Bongo kano esi obo wani pepper spray ni ahwu sumbo se wuko street wa no afro no atrem straight. Bob pepper spray ni abo sumu wachi na wa abo se wo fro taw ne bi hwiri gota sa next time your friend say akwana Moses abo ne e de omkofre wo mo a omma yeah oye wo mo sa next time maybe before no kofre wo mo they won't come. Yes, demonstration come with decent people. Be decent on the street. Okay, let's talk. Also on Tiasia dia enye ye wa how. Kwame, ye kura no ye call your friend say Arise Ghana. Known faces so these people they are decent and they na dam pare a police for mo ba no mo ekurukura abo o mo be pare abo police for mo to bo masa no mo bo no ba ko bo wa police for wa bo bi o moto jai ba ko bo wa boy ba ko asama ye wie ayi no ye ko hwe no sa bo no na bu ni nam te say hockey ball no ne mu odu say aye boba no mo de anwe afa ho clay afa ho say clay no mo de bibia hye ho basa omni ba ko siwa fine but yeah na ya say ye be ko entokwa nanim no ya fa de ye hunu say emu aye den no na so mo hwe na police for no omo abo lucky ni say enkrofo na mo gira bridge na esro no ano mo so omre yo na wa abo to free wiem da na ore kodo bema mi yi me batakari hane adan na mu say sedin ketia was skill. We need to be kwachako spy enkrofo no ye kukuro bo so abo photo ye ko 1 2 3 dese ye so ye peko ye dwane na me bata kare ya me se aduro bubobu yi me pe bia ye aduro bia di aduro bia di mi yi ya da me dani ba ta kare ni obi mu the fa odo rice soro mi na me kroro mi dro akwa bi taxi me si o kwai waso nyina me si so fabuko jowulu me so me si me traka dum na me teto kro dum di na batakare dum bo me bod oh already yakofo edi bro kawe no kaya yo mu bia kasa nkwase ase wo nyina enka omo ajai but what is it yade tamakro ni din ni say sadinam what is this ni bi ko ye dede say obi ani ti o obi ani ti. Go and deal with your matter. Deal with your case. That's all. Now the table will turn. Miraculous Abuaje so be bia nu awaye adwuma. Wonya issues with sikasem. Be bia nu ho. Ya bia nu a won na deal ya. On raise issues. Office bia nu awaye adwuma. Weja okọ din sa my office way na. So what are the issues? Fraud, theft. I don't know.
My student days is so echo demonstration me watches. I remember like one time. But apart from that political demonstration, I mean me thinking a different to politicism. Me thinking a different to politicism. The my MP for the Obi when ya some waka ya zibia onye mambranyin lizi na Obi aba from there chale yanko demonstration in support of that person. I mean no you won't get me. You won't get me cry. Now the services was in coffee wafi say if it happens there will fire obre me bia. How you be saying go for one okogu ya was will demonstrate in support of this guy. Said if it turns out today, indeed 55 million abenti or fire. No, bro, bia. Ebijo will be prepared and they can demonstrate for him. You see, people must begin to grow in politics. People must begin to grow in life, in the way they think, because say yes, the has been democracy. Oh no, in do baby. The bedrock, one of the bedrocks of democracy, or accountability. Accountability there was it. Was it baby Asha once a day? Shadow. Na shadow you know. What's as he has more there should be the who jume yen bibi wo mo on yes kasem bi anko ye na bre na bi ya no nchezi ncho the party fumpon na osere okere kono ko ya no because ke ya no ye ya enyim nyaman obo party na ya yes kono sa wan ye ya bu mu da yen party fo so yen se enyim o mom na ye bonti kono ko ye wasama no na to have a political party, a whole political party defending and fighting against corruption. I was talking to a friend, not there. MPP, when they fight against corruption, they will be fighting against themselves because this MPP or corruption itself. Until I want to fight against corruption because by fighting against corruption, they will be fighting against themselves.
Why
corruption? Why corruption? Because look at the system we operate. Or lawyers who cases lawyers are all follow cases in the nation. So it's
breaking
like
down my head.
yes. So or cabal loot. Then we will come and defend you in court. We have a way to delay cases in court. Until God will realize no loot one you know because you know what now. Attach Shannon Nazi Obaba. Godfrey Daminum Nazi, former AG. Obaba no be defend one. Until say we realize it was there. MPP corruption was scripted. When Seeker really? Yeah, or scripted. Or Yaza what more figures, okay. For instance, and I am because I want you to pay attention on the year 2023.
Okay.
Foreign training or budgeted there was spent 31 million. That was the budget.
Ghana cedis.
ECG. We end up was spending 91 million. Oh yes. And I'm coming to a year no or 2023. I will come to 2023 year no. Cleaning expenses. Was over spend 2.8 million Ghana cedis. Was spending 10.4 million. Honorarium expenses. Was over spending 3.8 million. Was spending 4.6 million. Hotel expenses. Was kind of spend 9.3 million. Was spending 12.2 million Ghana cedis. Staff fuel. Was over spend 2.5 million. Was spending 3.6 million. Communication expenses. 4.2 million was the budget allocation. Was spending 7.9 million. Consultancy. It was an annoying one consultancy time was a bombra. Was could have spent 40 million. Was spending 58.6 million. Industrial relation. Wakada was spend 2 million, was spending 13 million. Stakeholder expenses. Wakada was spend 3.1 million, was spending 49 million. From 3.1 million to 49 million. Then professional fees and subscription. Wakada was spend 731,000, was spending 1.5 million. Now, say echo the total difference obey or yeah what was budgeted for what actually spent or yeah 169,169,000 obi must trade the year no yanko national service scandal no year sikan crawl or yeah outlier to the sikan across pa or yeah 2023 and what happened in 2023. All the cases I share 2023. What happened? That's when MPP they were doing their internal election to let Bawumia to be the leader of the party. Yes.
Yeah.
No, Jessica.
So much in 2023 against 2024.
Yes. It's I share corruption. Or no scripted. That is why I share give to you as a dama give to a war no no you know as now. Pay free Kasa. No, court. Because say corruption cases or the fact there who be no, unya who be there. No.
Oh, I call gift you worry a page. Ni status na eko here. Jai.
Unya who be ala. And you see, so that is why say a Ghana ni Bobie baby do no. When the last time had the MPPs nti ya mo ntina opposition in chell because ye pure corruption cases here obo run na chell o court obo run na chell
gunu esi egunu
o say the egunu mum no this MPP must die and be born again.
No. Pay your microphone kaka
ade enye onsengu sanso
on say tell me kada onye born again na on there what's it on by aboze foforo no man kada on by the same MPP no mbre bi on by aboze foforo
minimum bi ano your sofo no your kromfo no be your sofo e born again
do I kromfo
sorry offering owia
nti yengun
kra
okay matter say menyo ya adwene yengun bi a nti yengun babobie yengun ho bio political party wankasa candidate keyin bawomia very incompetent, extremely incompetent. Or you're so weak a leader. Look at what is happening in the party. Over the matter of Abruna Matis and Tuman Nansumbu. Okatechi.
Nana. Are you going?
What's it?
And now you go. Abra, are you going or that for me? Yeah.
Party one can candidate on it.
Yes, no, also a Shaguvera.
Well, party candidate on it. What candidate the key? No one send me. Or you're incompetent, or you're weak. I did a BBL on ye. Well, party was a party I come over. Or where on BBA, work for the Biswa. The only one party than you. You saw party, so among Yakonoka Krempo. Look at what is happening in the party. And look at the corruption cases coming up. And instead of you to let people face the corruption cases themselves, so now party no. I bet you not there. It's a mess no scripted no. Because when two one genuine on face because the party itself no. What's behind it? What's behind the corruption cases are because I just see the amount involved it's a brand young lady or young money. One pound or for the miscame on one. No. Or first can be more, but the first my pattern. Until I want to munja on Mongotin, one case or a corruption cases or cody. And to say, a party, and I say, a weak leader, or incompetent leader to Dr. Baumia. And I say, still our party on Yam Nizina say. Because of corruption, most of mismanage Ghana, most of how Ghana Monkofu or Ghana. And now internal elections in whom ya. And I cry an ebay. Is I am catching Kofu, or some of the young men. Be to the Kofu for soon cancer no ye or Catechim as and when you part of our join. When you so when you MPP and job for 100 them. Because MPP is part of mafia or party constitution or in general. Oh, over party constitution. Part on constitution or Ghana ha only MPP. So one way they about the ones what the rule of laws in as obwa MPP so mafia about party constitution or in general or mafia we are no abaka for the sake of party unity yen na yen bom na yen hwe ibi was your kateche afife bro was a brand me video the plaster from litinum no on to nanto ekoso o hospital bed na aze share MPP. Now walk to the video say and some aka for Baumia. I did them coffee with them summon where we are. MPP part 1 ije enkom bio. 2 or your party say when you attack the party publicly they will never forgive you. Enti mate there okatechi so bodo kizi MP na no na say kwai onyim party. I mean menyam 2008 Benyamazi 2004 2008 menya me share home. And so why crofobia say you are gross very careful. And mutu mbabu no fu mbabu na wa bana was the MPP no was a chino say nyuma bisa. I mean my youth organizer for MPP 8 good years I'm a youth organizer. MPP Cape Coast constituency. The party is in the army, so you know, organize the go. Many paying from young gray. Paying be our party, ma. Also, you're paying Otsasi from President Kufuor, Nana Akufo-Addo, Mark Menu, Lord Comey, John Buedu, the man paying for them young group party. No. And then I'm catching the MPP in the MPP in your party is a chira. Butumako, when you may be a Bentia, the man, brother, can a young bully.
Justin, could your reaction? Watch the video, no? It was a all one share.
Ma, I don't know, or you call you.
Or say a government achi miracle sabuaji because Jomame petete.
Tell hey, let say, I don't phone film for now from national.
I'm saying, a radio interview or something.
So, in fact, I even posted it.
You have it.
In fact, I even posted it on Facebook and said, this is MPP General Secretary speaking. Eyi.
Oh.
Me kasa abojina nkasa he shazi. Me za abojina nkasa. No nyimro obechin. The day before oil declaration about contest national elections.
Oh no. Yeah.
Because Miracle's on record. No, I don't contest any position in the party.
Yes.
I don't contest position in the party.
The way you can change your mind.
Oh, because you know, see, you know about this. I tell you, because Miracles or Cassetia Bannon or can about contest a communication into slow Miracles and open watching Nazi. Oh, you know, but since you should declare, no, be a same contest election. All of a sudden,
but say Miracles where we need. We are brand new corruption on cover. Already.
No, Miracles and Guti. Actually, Jizzy the Bobby, Jizzy the MPP. In 2028 election, what was a short manifesto that they come to fight against corruption? Can MPP put it in their manifesto? There, you're not fight against corruption. Can they do that? MPP, this MPP, but to as part of one manifesto, no, you are coming to fight.
I'm not sure. The other problem, bro.
We are coming to fight corruption.
Also, I'm not sure of them. And what a problem, no?
Because the moment they say we are coming to fight corruption, it means they come to fight against themselves. Because one can say corruption. One can say a corruption personified. MPP. And see, Aya will be a moral coordination. Moral Kodu or ye MPP. Now, one this and one mantra. The table will turn. Power is transient.
Tomorrow is pregnant.
Yes,
so some could do tomorrow. No one here. Some could do no one here now. Why are pregnant?
Well, it's a democracy. Say, nye democracy. No, yanko panawa. Mbe. Or the Ghana funya. What's a mbe man? Ampo. So yeah. Yanko pan. No, yeah. Rule of law. The democracy. Try to watch him bear Ghana for. They just chew on the power of Chroma. Because the pain these people have caused in this country. And they don't care. Let's look at DDEP. Lest we forget. Look at DDEP. Obi wa Bobra, or 60 years, sir. Muntum Shamu Bio. Muntum Yejumazini Bio. Intimate Sika. Ama 60 years, I'm the Mzi bezi zaka pentami yankopa ma from Marco. Na edunu sa bodemu sika yimu. Man kofu wunye sika po anto edure mu we. That pain to those families. Or the hot dado. She sika na say was ma on there. One from okajo World Bank was by flood mitigation and they combine training and consultancy too. Consultancy and training alone $30 million. For training and consultancy. Ejumana kasa say as 11 million as share 11.4 million as share actual work nimu. Na guno. No cheche you piabe. You pi ya be ya be share. Chire you budam na. Table so turn dam table one leg. You bu one leg as you piabe show because more years and it's a yeah. Say some work. Apart from there, in some mainers, you know, also a didija into a pattern of opposition, which means when they come back to power, they are coming to do what?
Umbeche.
Easy. That's MPP for you.
I'll come back to you. Like 100.5 GH. Yeah, page ne so. More what me agina so abepem sam any other mass because we are having difficulties with network. I don't know. Akwaba.
Ove, you so na pomi de.
Say they kwaye ma.
Oh, for trust.
Is it a suit?
Oh, for trust. I no pay almost in TV interview. I know someone on my executive.
Is it the honorable?
Oh, for guy. Of a guy, almost so call interview. Also, push a suit executive. And I'm not a friend. Where
is France? Paris.
I told him from Ghana. I ran to Dominica Benjamin. Ghana.
We were any men in power. Hey.
More every weekend with him come a good weekend never. Momo, you are not in power.
Oh, many say you come here, Mambo, Adoya, Mambo, baby, and Adoya. They said, you must make the Mumba bought a Kupukunibi.
Say, Javon said, Ministry, Ministry, I walk on and now Ministry of Pie. Because we need Scarecrow, so
of course. Somebody will credit you.
I agree. My country will say, Capacity adopt too. Miss Law, yeah, Peso, yeah, adopt a mother farmer. It is go for we are. You bet me the technical team about me. Miss Abba for the and cries me say, your uncle phobia and a park of you and a no son of no. And I don't have a balance. Look at it. So you see, trouble over the mobile. Who na Bruce? Oh, quiet, no fumble. You're too bad, you won't about it. You're trouble, who na brew. You too got to be out. Oh, you're for you.
I told you, you always say to me, they just say, who transferred the end when you agree. Anyway, but although here we are. Miracles of what GDA and no be true article be Emma from the Kudu reposting on page. So look at miracles time of issues no buy no radical and Franklin Kujo and the other guy is it K Kujo or something. I'm some Kokeni. The miracles of what essay. So the guy raised that article, but then at the end of his article, you say, who miracles no deal because I said in the description, but saying can you government down
look at it. Look at how the people are passing.
Myself. Look at it. Matthew, yes, coca, coca, they say we news. How big? And MPP corruption not for the 8 years. Maybe we are just seeing a minute. And I said, and I said, do all pa.
Offer, my main child for me.
Omojoso.
Office
at the main gate at this market. Main gate. Look at it. Look at how the people are passing.
December 4.
Look at it.
Last year, Minister Yadibi committed taxpayers' money into the celebration. He appealed to a private sector. And it's media and come the biggest in the history as compared to 2024 and the MPP 2024 almost spent 23 million at the Farmers Day. Almost cancel district celebration, cancel regional celebration. First time since 1985, you institute a National Farmers Day. You outdoor 2024 MPP ko na Lisa Hotel indoor. Omuwie nipa ye born aba so ye best farmer ye de ni be gina the camera scene so na ba so body 1 million o mantua oba ye so abo no homodi okuayem ye de camera scene so boni din na ba so body 200,000 o mantua obi ese livestock ona ye mmoa owo mmoa pa 200,000 o mantua wo fa de team nsuru kra ne the person with disability so the ye ka person with disability a ehia opa we patron omo de maami oba o the mami ba betina ho bia wadi dem the camera scene so ye de adwene ye nuan mo madi dem person with disability ye de enyin yimu ye government for all ya bona ba so abon ho modern okuaye mu pa o man tuani sika ama no ye rare kopoku 2025 na organize no tu musika mo Ansah na otua mo Ansah na 2025 eye Farmers Day na afi. So last 2 weeks in a launch here, our year appeal. Na niji semni say there's a Chinese company omo manufacture paint. Ye from 3 trees omo pram. Omo say aboa once na oni hwikra opusani nsem. Omo so rombetime ya de aboa ga na kuafo ne aso ehwe ekua ne say. Ye headquarters akwa Nkrumah pension osi ye no. Aditerate into omo ankasa rehabilitate no ma paint ni kama. Edi amayen chese painting no sponsorship wa omodema ministry no worth over 1 million Ghana cedi free of charge and tenano pay anomo year ceremony ye hwe ni send the next coming weeks no omo painting nyina awie wonu kro ton paint o last year minister for food and agriculture emye tro command bank bia mempese mebodi say omo me support ne embo eye farmers abaso Ghanaian bank etimi tro brand minister na kache so omo de omo ye into finance, they are not into food production. Omo de sikasem no mo kanya aduane eni kuaye enti wa mamwa ba Chinese company o to paint wa hunu say akuafo omo asena ye ba akopɛ e o Ghana ha any Ministry of Food and Agriculture enti de omo so wo no mo de aba beboa enti wo ye Ghana ni a wote ho ye den enti ene obia mweboa na dwumade ni ntimi enkoso pepepe na mi wie so amemmo 33 for numbers offer ye from 33 a Chinese company
T3
yeah T3 3 trees trees enua miensa omo ewo pram omo manufacture paint no omo de program bi ba atin se bre pam ne mpanyefo bedi ho adanse omo pese nyame ya adom a 2027 Ghana benya 70 years no omo so Ghana facility mi paint ya identity ne government institutions
o sa to paint
ti asema American ti asema American wa donate paint worth over 1 million Ghana cedis. Edi painti Ministry of Food and Agriculture free. Our sasinya honkwa gov nyesi interministerial. Kese asya hodo ministry hodo ekeka mabom say local government increasing committee ni de what say yeah secretary. Emma committee ni keke. And this a committee no kwa asetena no mu ye meeting na wa tro minutes. Secretary sika 55 million Ghana cedis 8 mi fa wasase eh ele okoye minister dia den ka be den na dia me mo kra say mi hu ni say nipa mienu ya kizi omo ono any the accountant yes accountant ne kwado wa sha say sika no puba o tia nam eh dia tu ntumi bi beto eye miracle na ya ma be 50 million. Miracles couldn't perform miracle. Miracles couldn't perform miracle. Na ne mahu semi se yoku fo akoni fie ewe Kwapem Hills na ofa won dan no so it's true agati agro ye no na no osinsu afa no emi se enu ye de owa akra we e mampon kusi dan kese miracles na djuma wa ye nyina ye den DC en ye pamono NMP ewa brochire en ye se ye hwehwe no ano no atwa ne plane ticket no obae no so we se mo hwehwe me o se ahwehwe o en amode no koe mo hye hwehwe mu ase na mo ye bia time asose wo so okọ medical check up ano tro de brem so okọ medical check up okodu kotoka na makwa akọchicha chuchikata say mama ne nko after so atra brem no ena akofo mi edi chuchikata tu mu onumpo a o notify mo na wa notify na wakọ aba na ya chewa mo si itiamra enti Ghana emra ne asini trase ene emra ne be sini trase papa yes emra ne be sini trase papa na enko kase mi enti a samia oku say because say Miracle Saboaje say or call for national communication director enti na obi edisi a 9-year-old girl awa tachi man ten said the obose bi okwakuotu bonuto ten ku no ye baye MPP ni be na ban mu ni patwitu e de asini so ekobo no mo ka eye e kan se judicial intimidation mo timi use court under eye bafu boni no papa ya eni yeboa
sorry edi yeboa
Emma Jati Kwesi catch and say on team friend on for as MP for 1 year. Mokasi MP pa di grand free parliamentary records Mokasa Boachi Kwesi ebeba court Monday to Friday. Every day obeba court. Yeni na sem nwe akufa de so ejebel. Mamonto abaman because wo ko jail. MPP and then momo catch NDC for Ghana for say table 10. I feel almost a side table net me 10. Na table when not 10. There be table when not 10. Na no de amokoye wo hui. Mo di junkies na koye. E wi akete no mo shiwi. Aposi fojina ho. O ma mo mo.
Internet na ye akwa ba ko. O se o mo di wi na bre o mo no be from so mo.
MPP ko ba election wa dwoso. Omo ko che wi e di mama bunu. E wa dwoso. Wi o. Anom le koma omo. Omo ko ba election okumawu the same wi. O ko ba election wo che wi. O ko demonstration wo che wi. Kwesi Pratt ko ka say mo leader kumo mo si e WikiLeaks enti Kwesi Pratt entwe na bo so.
Ade ro hwa mo dia.
Say 55 million. A does do. Hey. Omochi na mo a woni bail condition of the 23. 500 million or so. 100 million. Sakwa na osenko wanted list so a it was so supposed to have been baby or heady be supposed to be one of the institutions the be forensic audit. And to say chairman the new executive secretary Nikra na be report be petition say this guy mo investigating no. Because I could find about 2017 no. And Crawford omoye forensic auditor no mo investigate no obi na petition omo. They targeted them from opposition. And omo buy no committee Ghana taxpayers money so there forensic audit on them. So and say a train na say ukonya say bi NDC obi a say bi adwenboni wo ditimo nso pe bibia wia no ko say eh say kwan we na ko fa so utimidi na so e kromfo no edufru pa obefa sa kwan so until we are not supposed to wait for even the new CEOs no so omon petition institution for them to be investigated forensically. Mino ka say obi aka no to antwom e de na ekoso e wa ye Metro Mass. Yente hwe Metro Mass.
The Metro Mass, do you have any hint?
Metro Mass etimi running it down, etimi ton full bus 2,500. Bibi ankoso. There be Okada Gray say. School feeding.
Okada in the omututu near inside the good container basis and parts.
Yes. Yeah, by then I cause national school feeding. Nothing. National Service Secretariat. Nipa maku edu mienu. And attorney general catch say ni doctor I ready or prosecute him so far nipa mienu pe. gift your worry any SB 10 aka no for mo way Attorney General ka sa mi kire ye no afia twam June 13 2025 ano kai afia twam nipa mienu pe edu no maka na edu no a Mustafa Yusuf former minister for youth and sports edinka ho no ono Attorney General na suspected list no Mustafa Yusuf na number 1.
I think say Mustafa Yusuf minister of sports no?
Yes, former minister.
I think so about 2-3 weeks no mo pick on GBC boss no nyina bomu but as usual
yes 15 days o say do asem we mentia say die ntia obetisa national service case we ni nwie national service case we ntimi ni nwie wontumi ye de wakwa kugina court wa bebo nkro wa frɛ wa dance for abedi dance kwadu boni obebo kwadu why no cross examination why obi bia wie afile or response bia wie court was set date for ruling July 3 na lawyer no lidi huma oye bibia wie ye no so what dia asem ni nyina wie ya sheda ye de judgment beba no o se afi de me representing ni bi
ni kwama ni pafo
enti me kwama ni pafo fraba ni pafo from so by I was say for a purpose of fair trial.
Can you imagine
enti more extended time on na mpese me ye bibi hey na me de me baba ma awade se ene ne nkwo na tumi badin banana emfie du achi wanti mi anse me ba nyinsen ma ba na ma befa me baba ya abesi nkunya befa me baba ya kwa watwe na kwa akogina mfikire se ye ma one more night na night we de bibisi from 2025 wanti mi anya hwe why we will be wie but emi so temu afo na ti adwam no o wa botrepa was okay mama up to 13th with the file bibi a person file name 20th July there made the judgment beba
count down 6 days more
and I say
14th okay 6 days
more 6 days
count down
ye made the ABC
asana ye we kra tunyumbi sechi ama I tutu brenya tumu de ne kumpete
Papa you ever wanted that
yeah sechi we sechi I can say this
and you wanted that
yeah sechi ama
yes, yeah, a video. Your files if me come archives I should be able to get the video.
And now when John Bodu
won't to me
Boache Jako Asibako come home.
Wala Foko. And Same crab.
Only 5. Same
crabs all for natural charm. So for me so do power. For mu pictures ni Pola Foko to nchen. Omo maka nyina fa ni picture and now the Google phone so say ah ubo ni pani dia ni picture beba. Wo the picture ni din say ah memo wani 30 seconds already be bi wani.
Na be hunu
senchre ni. Na be hu kro no edi akire so ba.
Ma menya djuma we mra sesi amenia live on Accra 100.5 Citizen Show. Yenia David Tamaklo, President Prempark or na na prena bapagi Prempark. Dave Akwaba.
Eju souvenir.
Dave Prempark and I say
a private newspaper papers publishers and online private newspapers and online publishers association of Ghana Prempark.
Okay, Prempark. Anyway, Opening say Jamuna more power and I say who invited government for a new one for your interview.
And I said me invite you, me say now baby.
Bibianchi mo baby awinia. First ban near position, na me know na ko abusu for you. And the over frame Kwabena na many abre. Eja mobile power na no me say only government officials na say hey
Mpacho, me invite you, me say they invite you na.
Opani, why invite me? Why invite me? Me share video and say I'm say, hey, eja, Kwabena, me ni bi tieze ye kwa ye mfre me. Na me ni aboko de.
Me di busumina.
Everybody adom boko. Me share o page and me some videos be, but then normally Sani must say no. You are no post to Nadia and old friend, then you get better clarification. There is a building, a page who posted about 7 hours ago. Who claim who say a miracles abuaje edia. Ubet me at say mukakra wadaroma.
Mpacho edikain. Ni shedan ka say miracle abuaje dia, but
okay.
Because all the body a story one way babeka. Na say sorry na fa about miracle abuaje na arrest ni demonstrations ni hu enkonia ba no. Agin from mu dada. Nti na I say a develop every second. Nti we nu say tro sorry na nkasa be fa hu. Be fa sa miracle abuaje na arrest ni nsema yoko di tu dwa say nunti no mo eche no nyina abefa ho ya man tro sorry na ya na me pese me ka ho asem be ba say wu fufu na wu nu mo nkwan ti ya na me pese me yi ho asem nsem bebre anti say the o ti en so sa property no e wo a friend say Cropon Latte junction and ben bi asori bi a friend Patmos anti mo amu peso mo hwe no betimi akohwe sa ansana nsem na e wo ho no epi enu na metimi aka me nka ho nsem bebre bete fa ho fa me akaboaji nechi no na 55 million na yesi friend say ayira wo friend say interministerial ho no and they make me a super at show.
Oh, okay. All right. So which means your friend say more story anyway. But then quick one, with his arrested and everything, what do you make out of it?
Bobie, let me say Kumhano. Politicians for no I say omunye untouchables. Say omunya to me na omudi to me no ehwe omo amohu e de ye nyoma etia amanfo eye yom na nyame encha de amanfo etu abaitia omo a na omo ahyeda ye se de obi na etan omo na omo sa using sankrofo na amanfo na omudi omo ebo omo fa kotuka so edi omo sika edi nyoma nka di develop no ba no omo asafa ko de omo ha ko show omo se omo entra ja friends omo emedi omo chi na o kan se friends omo si omo chi miracle Saturday enyime omo chi ni Saturday enyime no Sunday no obia ese na wo omo nimu omo ben pa na no omo nimu se omo be di betu dwa so omo mfa ntu dwa because no omo nim se omo nyaya nka em se yoku ehwehwem na omo agya no quietly na amanfo anti hu ensem bia but we hear yoku statement amodi babonti a ekire se na omo di kan atunsa afre no ya omo agi krata bi free no omuji krata ne free no no nhwehwemu ni ese ekire se nkofo a ono omo bo po yes bi omo ye no na sankofo no na yokufo na tunsa from dada omo asati etuyum na eyesa no ena quickly of free room na lawyers no mo hwem say omo hwe say don bet me I strategize na asem no ankonya asem kese enti em say yoku extra say flag ni document any passport but by that time no mo free room dada enti obaye no ena oti so omo achi enkofo no Mati say me the investigation say onu ka che yoku for so onim sa enkofo ya ebinum odiska form so a odiska form so a sa 55 million no ebi kan enti no 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 si onim omo na nchechemu no exercise sese no sankofo no omu bi akọ yi omu mo anu nsem dada aka dewu ama ebi ko etuetu skana ebedi omu ho enti se onimu omu so onimu omu eni sa asem ni de adedi dada ena omu ko bo po se sade a breka baje o ka se sa communications on person obe e contest no na Sunday wia no wa achọ se obe contest na obi be bisa se hwan na ye onu a owo sel na ye na se o madam fufo no bi na ye ma no ye minim ni se sela na owo no enya de a phone bi e woni ho enti no necessary ya de omo a planning ama obi dia to just say miracle be contest omo using Facebook edika say miracle be contest so that I akọ say miracle ka so be contest ntina a friend say ekufo echi no na maybe say since when and a friend say being a politician has become an immunity for crime. Well, be sorry be on the two jada than say flood a funny fee. Now if you now a friend saying see flood a fan sa a big boy so I do or kote we have flood bet me a found.
Say what hey David you typhoon
typhoon say free baby na ko dey free
nti how dey and to me buffer da no so sa fa so sa
and then secret typhoon
I mean that down
na asem kese a eba pa na se dem kofo edin wa aka ho asem no a friends and kofo a omuni ni abopo allegedly omuni ni ehihie hu yes ade no omo de omo ayo manu dada nti wo nkoka asem fufuro because sika no bi no ma ti say di fan kofo bi account mu na kofo e di form account mu no omo ka de ya say sika no e fa account mu nyina nti mi hu de a miracle
so which means yakwa say gift your worry e ni bi
sa ni de ni na crime ni na say
as a template and a daho. Wow. All right. Yebeja na uwie o story ni nyina we will come back to you. Yeda say na we.
Mamo, me sure say the story ni developing tentem. Yebe say miracle boaji say pa ni say o person o contest na say o di cover crime yebe ni nyina na eya na nwanwa say nkofo a omunim ade na omunim say bibia obetimi aye o man mu ha but amanfo sika yenya ye fa say ye public fund na ebe develop ye potem kofo ya sorry a muti radio su say friends ye sanitation enye ye kwan enye issue enye ye say scan obi asa at times say scan e dia akosi dan ana say e dia aye di opeso oye na asemba yesi o esan so ye politician ntino yenjano ana say oye popular ntino yenjano ena enyina nka di beko for tina radio so ye didi sa asemba yesi public influencers ntino yenjaye em say omanu wo say edwin hu ye nyoma ya edi omanu obebo omanu form no yenyina yesan san omanu na ya amfa edimputu aba ya hia emampeni eni nyapafo omu ye de ometimi aya omu ka de ometimi aya say oman besisa na say ansisa yesuman ya nkofo na omu edi friends miracle tie no a call yoku ho say friends anja miracle ombeda ho 1%, 1 point, your friends 0.001% nkwa fra ebinto omanom. Oh, nti asema we say sati educate public no. na yes site almost say sikaya nkofo amudi omochi no omo na deprive mu a good road. They are the same people who deprive us of good water and good sanitation system. You know, friends will be can ask them. No, I bet see I name. Yeah, journalists no say be
all right, okay, Dave. Thanks. That's be brave. All right, David Tamakroni and then Kasai. So which is Backman is still I don't know a developing
developing ba. Well, that my house no Nifie no about a month ago. Obisu or land or the same area. Mawaka there Adibia Brenton we say so. But
which means we're in Senate during government time.
That be no see you.
Oh, I
see during government time.
Yeah. We see MPP time now.
I see.
Swimming pool or top.
Yeah.
Because send a jumbo TV. Don't try because why you what
to jumbo to frostro.
You see.
Now I say community. I say oh them you.
Obi, I'm so disturbed. You see, say Bekaya. Okay, 80 minutes at a time.
Yeah, 80 minutes.
How in that time I was in MPP. How you saw the electric gate. 80 minutes or electric gate or if entrance no a gate as a require na gate na say we be electric gate. At that time no GH means some painful MPP. Or some there or a serious case criminal case and also corruption related case or yeah some kaso Ghana. The minister at that time no why a gate you know require na say be electric gate. Yan late another yan mami late Kunedu Ajimarones. No so okoto jacuzzi what is a bathroom or bathroom what is a bathroom. No so jacuzzi no be a big issue of Ghana. Then no Kunedu okoto jacuzzi corruption. You know atena me yen be that. Now as electric gate at that time no ni jacuzzi. Etito adana mbofa mewu sisi mbofa match them miracles abwadwunom na adi adana wu sisin na to one hu MPP this MPP hu dama hunto kan no oyan crofo se de yem wotena
mamenya adwuma we mra sesia lawyer Kwabena Ansah, former director of Ghana School of Law of Akwaba
commander mejozo
of Kasa ya che
papa
ibi aboko de
na me kra dem ka say yi we imba kwa cheminta
wo fa da bi o ezo obia lata
atemo
over ye di nkomo dada no a ba de kwa ni asia baba be si so we de wo fa se pe me pato ase wo free latte
me ba no
o ba no
papa
oh okay. One family.
No say latte for the back.
Yeah. As somewhere, what's here personally with your pedigree in the legal matters? At all saying,
Bobie, so normal be cause what say, and said, Uncle ye, papa. Say, Ubia Fum. Na emrano epese eni nu dia ubebisa ho nedi kan se emrano sisen kwan ben so ena emrano ebetumi yede betumi dia ye adwuma enti no obe tutututu no manyina yie na oko fanipa na amanfo no enya bibi nka mfa no se o we die nanka nanso ne kwanso ano na nia mi hu sesi ano se ye de subo bebo obi na ya sa twa san enti mi hu mu yie
na koye to say na say politics and so camera no and to say yeah the politics the imrano di juma eno na amama ye eyi kaka me ti asem no memre da no me call late sana kura na oni latepo pe so watu kwa na oba na eche no se won enti mi fact no ye me se nipa na fom na se mrano eni no bedi a ni ni hu asem but ehwe mu wie na enu americano TV3 say na yi sika fa in 55 million no ya manu be 50 million and who ko ne ba afide obehwe no obeyi me asan dey say and testa na nke dey ja no
over ubetumi am my typical example say case say you bet in your case studies so that at least you bet me a guide here.
Okay, I think in a buy no. You know, they post now enter ni no a comma NDC for the make a crack a comma NDC for, and you say it's a cat, and you say yeah, NDC for the empire MPP for a matchup. Me mpese be bu o man no sa de bia me kata no me se man bu o man no se me dom yi ko na me dom no NPP ni ye ko nya ni se ye hu nti no ntumi nka NDC no me ye nja sa no man nya ento nti me e ho na me de party ye former attorney general no otumi de nkofo pi aban we buy no Oman film and this phone film and I say to say MPP for and I almost a ban for Beba obey you film no actually the opponent and Emma and Manu to me yet a Juma Papa. So yeah, and the Sanka may walk fact Nanka Sanka may call that because I'm the fair no, not me be sano because I can't a latte manchena. Me share that so mu akwantre mo nye ne say ko school say for say o masters a on be yenu me na me encourage on ba be kaya ye to aba no me ye program bi mo ye program bi to sa frem mamba e na oka ka se nchi bi na me chere say onyi ye enti no ni fisha enti so di ba mi echi a so ka say ye na dachi bi no agosi ye ama ba mi ametwe na so enu echi no meni ni hia o late meni no di nkomo se o ba so o ya branche na o usi so a ewo normal bi a enso ye ye be kan ho asem na mum ma ye nka ba menye ho enu ni mi philosophy
okay o just say
so na mi nim say atem bi say ekwan ho nje ma enye ho kura me de wo msuku ko we wie ne master mmiri bi me frɛ oni doku a MC20 achaka ka me frɛ oni doku na doku a MP me ne hom kasa wo mu nyi wo mu nko mo anim ka me nko a wo mu ja politics no wo mu wie school no enko dum pempen su bi ada ti bo ntumi gyina wo nan so nje we ba na no me ko senka ko se na me tie mu yie ansa na metumi anope se me ka kire me ire se za miracles asenka me fa manu ntum na esa se bobi afre me no me wa asem kan ntina me ye nya fact no se me tia metumi aye objective assessment and you saw me ba so nya me ba you know abambu nti yebu man no de baby I say de to no ne ye de ato ba normal ha me kakra ne attorney general biaba na ote nkofo a ye do ma kokko nyina no na enye ne kwan so ye jawo na ye chichichi foforo na ade chia e say ne ha me kra ne tribunal a enra wo mo discuss na wo mo say the person the tribunal no ba if you say your employment.
Why you don't support it?
So there is a constitution, a creative tribunal. Oh, it's a regional tribunal, say constitution now endorse. And now article 125. And my whole point say parliament let me establish a tribunal. But the reasons must be convincing. So that now your tribunal and parliament back on other scrap. Have the objective conditions of the ground changed? In year better is and paper. And then this attorney general echo parliament of can say the tribunal because you have a job for the boys and girls.
So which means yes, sir, you are against it.
No.
Okay.
Me brother me didn't tribunal and nam tribunal nonsense no yet. But you see, say constitution, you know, I'm a whole kind, say citizens, you know, and to me participating in legal system, no me, and one bit me as I said here. Okay, I'm doing as I said here. Now, Monsa, Obama reason say, Ope Juma employment manipa. The requirements for the qualification for appointment, you know, as a bencher and as a tribunal member, no, it's not job for the boys and girls. So
yeah.
So the honum corner and co year because tribunal be a minimum of 3 persons. Now 3 people you on by the bay. Who a woman be a big for the court, ye quaco, see time for ye go, and yes, they are dying to be a whole, and I appoint to a mukum. Even ordinary court, no cry, ye need time ordinary court.
So you are looking at the infrastructure.
It's a set of man nankasa, a debate. Then yes, will be nipa back of a job for the boys and girls in Tinoyan established tribunal. And yet, in the country.
Offer trying facts with Yeniano, and as our tribunal we are well raised. I'm saying, come on, said that's not from Naidi. I'm interested with opinions on it. You better say, Mate, near your yesterday, you want maybe we that's be brave. Yeah, that's a part.
Say, senior Samuel could get to know young consult to warm. No, you know, the constitution, you know, hasn't prescribed that mode, as you say, a consult to Ghana Bar Association. Consultation, you know, a stakeholder engagement. Ghana Bar can who can we can. It's not an exclusive preserve of the Ghana Bar Association. So I said. Lawyer for in Nyansan thing will be a yena in a pet. Namum a ba embra hono ba no and lawyers no a dawson and untina a bar na say oh yen consult to bar na opinion. Ye ba better constitution 92. The bar boycotted it. Didn't me I thought they did not.
I get your argument because Obi our boycott here. Obi our boycott here. They now say I could boost an opinion on
exactly. What boycott to not say oh my yeah. They Ajempa and now Benya now Udi you know. And the man there me penny Sammy and I'm in Yajin cry.
I see.
Yeah, as a step back with me who said, I thought that be a Sebiota project, and yellow upon and Nyansa, a way in trim.
Yeah.
So I said, a yellow upon I thought that be a ordinary person and Nangasakro Nam, you know, obey to me, I'm a advice if you are lawyer being to me, ma. And then after I say about the established tribunal, it shouldn't be said by say young consult to them and they have no such right under the constitution. You know, consultation there is not to be seen as one entity's exclusive domain or preserve. So I disagree with them.
Okay.
They disagree with them. One boycott, one boycott. And it's a person that sees here, it's not someone need input from the beginning. You know, they cannot have any objective input, you know, into what the current dispensation seeks to do. Now, having said that, I say in answer who said, is it a qualification? Is employment a qualification for appointment onto the bench? That's the question I made, sir.
All right, that's you better ask home. All right, okay, so that's it live on Accra 100.5 Citizen Show. Bagman, now on floor, but to just send me a message, or the AG never said the tribunals are job for the boys. It was a minority that raised that issue about job for the boys. So that's the clarification. Yes. Prosperity means I say, but is it true that people will be working at the various district tribunal centers? How should we call such people? Okay, those working there, are they not employed? Is it not also unemployment? Okay, Neo Data says the attitude of the MPP is very bad. What is the agenda of giving people drugs and 150 Ghana cedis to go and misbehave? Now, Richard says, Bobie, it's not true. Let the man tell you which of the cases that are of good standard or good standing or with merit that Attorney General calls for the nolle prosequa. So these are test messages. But back to you.
Yes. So, Bobie, the point I was making in there, political party, some time ago, that's will be a electric gator or a issue, man.
Yeah.
Or a corruption case.
Yeah.
Obito jacuzzi and the way boom or to roadside. Obito one opposition in the bathroom or a serious issue. The same political party.
Yeah.
And there, Senator Crawford, who there was once a bomb and sikum. Will loot this country. They go and support the people. So, in terms of values and principle, no, Sabashwa, or you're in the MPP, on Sankano MPP at all. On Sankano MPP, no. That is why I am being with the party, baby, what do you say? I said, you good mum, na yes, baby for us, or Ghana. Until I say, you piaba. Until you boo the man and dan leggy, a corruption leggy, or your MPP leggy. I won't anything wrong with corruption. They don't say anything wrong with corruption. And see that 2028 we are coming back to power. And sometimes you wonder whether they feel they are special human beings in this country. Truly, sometimes you wonder whether we feel so special. Well, what do baby know as long as you can GMI, not just walk there. Or free the gun or your one is it. Say you wonder what rules are or be a rubiano. Why we be a caretaker?
Yeah.
That notion there, Ghana ye ones no. Oh no, we has a one.
Then Munya Sabino.
No, don't say corruption.
What the problem?
When corruption is talking about corruption.
When corruption is talking,
it's talking about corruption. What will be the end result? They can't have the boldness. The cases, corruption cases, what brew one dream, but since I don't who maybe one fee. When I'm not patch out, why you play bargain, Nazi? You see, that my advice to the youth in Nigeria, Bobie Makada Masemi. Party politics on your busia. Me in Sonani or Asuna, but I mean in Sonani the same as Asuna, like because it's fancy. I was born into it because my mother was in Sona, so I can't change it. But political parties, they join at a point. I joined, for example, MPP 1992. 2010, I'm with MPP. You can join free entry and free exit. Mama Nkoye there. Parting or your bushenti, or because the bonipo, because you yes, you can pour. And you are prepared to die. To hurt yourself for a thief, for somebody who has a looter. Well, looter, man. Now what's now? Because amount of money was spent on NAPCO over 4 billion Ghana cedis. Minjinzi there, that's amount that was.
Now PFJ.
As it
PFG. planting for food.
Oh, yes. Yeah. They should go into because on your forensic can do to them areas. Because
of food.
Yes. It shouldn't be there. Say, occupy some of these positions. I say, if we are, we jump Ekwadama. I just safu nankasa men all the template. I see school feeding. Corruption or no or a gangantuan. No central region, my region, central region. Only the headquarters of all the corruption. Why can't one friend or more figures? No, yeah, forensic war, NAPCO. Yeah, sure, other areas in Azina. Because NAPCO's not about me in office. NAPCO not about me in office. Yes. So we took Kajo been rice. So 2 containers of rice was a letter Kajo rice. What chair was a salad. Then these people can do anything. And the same people, Mamo, tell me more 2023. All the corruption cases in baby figure across through party 2023. When MPP worry you won internal elections. What put out Baumezi instead of super delegates, it won't be 200,000, 300,000. Some of the super delegates will be 200,000, 300,000 or be casting as in now. Because that is how they behave. And very corrupt people. And you see the pain to ordinary Ghanaians in there. These people want to come back to power again. They won't go for again. Bobie, Maman Casamentro.
Catch him.
Bawumia. Abana Nakufado. Ocean National Cathedral. No, Bawumia was the one in charge. Many people don't know. But Bawumia was the one in charge, moving from region to region, meeting pastors and as in Instead of Yankun, we talk, Kusi Batin on there, Kwabena Jemfi, offended. Sophia Okumasi. Victor Kusibuatina na Kwabena Jemfi or something like that.
Kwabena Jemfi Victor Kusibuatina prophet reverend.
But I'm talking about my personal spiritual area.
Yeah.
You know, in his year, the executive secretary of the National Cathedral. So what do we know who the National Cathedral Uncle Yen? Do you know why he was put there? To convince the Christian community. At that side, so that he can get a Christian community.
Yeah.
Into who know only an Ogon if you or who knows some Papa Nan who know if you. Okay, sir, economy is your chassis. No, you can frighten our parliament, you create the budget. Proudly, or Tina or Tina. Economy is oh, yeah, no good if your economy. Now, as Lawsu, small achievement we win or the or package by day. A jump, say, you be the finance because economy is and Yazu to Jay the finance. They know the man cannot manage an economy, but they want him to be president. Do you know why? Because one, no, Obanche, he's so weak. He's so weak a leader.
They'll have their way.
Yeah, they can control him. They can do whatever they want. Even though they know is incapable of managing an economy. Because one argument in there, Akufo-Addo and man, one na say, when you do obi be pandemic Ghana economy, and obi butu mo aboa man kwan. Go. This is no MPP. The party Samira Bawumia is the most powerful person in the party. Can you imagine? MPP, majority 1992. Oh yeah, GH send one MPP only. Now, Samira Bawumia is the most powerful person in MPP. Because he was able to be called air. The reason why are you powerful, to be called air. You see, and you sit back and look at this. Now, Mr. Obi Abajine share. Obi Biala, when Alan resigned from MPP, also he's a Onyaku Kudrin, he should have stayed. Can I Japan Genesi? Small boys and so were you once a funded a queer wobbly.
No, MPP.
Oh, he no.
How you going? No, MPP.
Also, MPP, you know, because I could MPP. Hey. And so I didn't share. Kofi for sing as I didn't share.
I am young, Kojama and DC, Ewa Gunao.
Hey,
okay. Or GNDC 2 Munana or CNDC on a tea, no. Me wa no abase or person contest Krahama and DC in Aguna. And I'm saying, Kweja, I saw okay, who knew the Woka there.
No,
Aguna the NDC, over there we need.
Now, you see, when 2008, when I contested Primary Cape Coast now, open all my firm. Do you know what they did? We invited me to Accra headquarters 5 times. But by that time, I was the youth organizer of the party. You see, they didn't have any case against me. But also all my firm. Was that is what the agenda. So, one Friday evening, in the news, Cape Coast constituency, those who are going to contest the primaries, the primary are no opposing Mizin Kahono. Sunday morning,
Sharp.
No way primary no. Because what you just all command there, what court. Now me say e court no.
Ni aturu Sunday. We some go to no we am wasi tokro.
No, what to the Sunday and the potato too. They don't even consider the people are going to church to worship God. Sunday morning, what to? Now what to wear, you know? No, was letter mom. My letter of like reason why I was not allowed to. No, was in the letter. You know what they wrote? For a reason that cannot be stated in this letter, you can't be allowed to contest.
Any for letter? Regard that's what we letter you. Who does that reason? Which been guide to me? So
when I see
NDC, a former MPB or say NDC by Okopel Oxen car, no man car engine sim. I said I got opposite engine sim and go moon to stiano. Yeah, or Sakra just told him say what talk car confiscation. You over brother, a Oxen car, NDC by you. NDC former MP. That's what the auction comes here. Movie. What a chat to that engine sim.
Of our boss, okay, me engine that.
And one day can see and see move. Then get engine no no spark a crowd. None of them who say, "What oh, what the engine sim?"
Love. Introducing Novelas Plus, the new destination for romance and telenovelas on DSTV and GoTV. Get swept away by shows such as Saints and Roses, Forbidden Love, Be My Sunshine, and more captivating stories. Tune in to Novelas Plus on DSTV channel 133 and GoTV channel 134. Novelas Plus. Feel the beat of love.
Energy powers the things that people do to empower themselves. It fuels families, communities, businesses. Good energy fuels nations. It gets things going and keeps them moving. Good energy isn't just what we do, it's who we are. Goyle, good energy.
Sese de mako hu e Greenfield Scientific Herbal Clinic no. Me ho kra di me. Se enu nti no manya award a eye world best. Obi an transe e ma dompem yade. Ka se anase me boya de enka ntu dem bio.
Greenfield Scientific Herbal Clinic. Esa nyarwan te se. Ne ekuro etu no. Ne enka e wona num. Oba na be mo pa wo. Ene enyarwan kaye.
Na se ma me ka se ene spinal cord ho e kaye no. Greenfield adoromenti ene wasa so le gina na so ebiem.
Greenfield Scientific Herbal Clinic. Our ultra modern laboratory and a diagnostic machine sir. Ashushe di pedie mu ankasa. Greenfield Scientific Herbal Clinic. Ewa Nungwa Dogon Estate Junction last stop. Frewa 0243 983 906 and 0261 651 898.
Greenfield.
God is our healer.
Greenfield.
Your last stop.
I believe.
Charlie, notifications in kwa. Hey, why is she angasa? Charlie,
Momo busia kitwe bi ame boy. Nanka sese na wotwe atwa mu na metua. Mentimi antuanti. Omo masumu nnwumi.
Aden sese wasumujo.
Unia. Asa me na aka na sa no.
Baba bosia. Bread se obetua no. O pese obetua. Wo nim se afoforo so hia bosia. Utua wo ka no a. Na obi nso etumi anya bi age. Se ayo wufu obi. Suku ni bi. Ana obi aseka wo hia ne pa.
Ma hu ni sa akra o. Ma mentua ni sese a. Matua.
No. Hey, we are done.
Yeah. No.
Ubobisia, na usaitia. Anu na utivi de ho. Nia ehia o, ani di siwe ni so. Obisia na faye. Kai na saitia. Mumbo day.
Ghana this year, we are seeing Bobo Akensiano Ebraso. FIFA World Cup 2026 Ebaso Ewa USA, Canada and Mexico. A Shasia 11th June Akosi 19th July 2026. Accra 100.5 FM at the live coverage Ebe Ghana Fonina. Empire Niger, Ghana, England, Croatia, Panama, Argentina, Germany, France, Senegal, Cote d'Ivoire, Brazil, Egypt, Algeria, any amai ahodua aka 48 countries, and I want to echo Perikruwa Bako Eho. Meet your team of hard-working commentators, Kofi Mensah Okran, Parkwesi PK, Eric Kwaku Patels, and your panel members. Yet the educative and informative commentary, April, Accra FM World Cup commentary, Ojawum, Accra FM World Cup commentary, Ebeye Day, Accra FM World Cup commentary, Wabatele, Wayamami.
Ghana so by track kokro. Nanso, ne man penny ya baako pe. One big Ghana, only one president. Esan say, baako for Samson Yankupon any katanti. Wo, enjai Ghana memuo, any wuye die and share MPs, any politicians nesa. Kasa utri ho, yo. Ghana yensom, uhunu bribia, kebribi. Meet you.
Masupa, minki mkahodo no, amaba beye save kwa bas, yampaba, yegoso tieni.
Maya die sama mpaba. Ghana yensom, aha, na Ghana kasa. Yes sir!
Oye, timanga, oye bakuruna.
Kagum!
Kagum!
Ghana Yensom, let's hold leaders accountable.
Ghana Yensom with Chief Jerry Forson, CJ, 5:30 to 10 a.m. Monday to Friday. Our Accra 100.5 FM, Tadi 99.1. Any stations in Kayeni now.
Ghana Yensom, Sofa Namen Sofa, Accra 100.5 FM, and Demufwa.
Powers the things that people do to empower themselves. It fuels families, communities, businesses. Good energy fuels nations. It gets things going and keeps them moving. Good energy isn't just what we do, it's who we are. Goyle, good energy.
I was here for Yamamo Akwaba. The citizen show Jumedie Noa na chese ya de kono kokra bomu no na Kwabena Bobie Ansah Kwabena Boham wone ne mpani 14 ase enne bena efri awiani mu aba beto sabre wode asommo na wonim se Jumedie no se eye wodani nyina no ya na eye nwumekuo bi adomadama entia na abre bia yetumi ede babe sommo na MTN everywhere you go womo ene bano ingita wudie adwuma yekuo pa baako wo man Ghana mu a kyese wuntimi nsa wonom ho ayese kokromoti ewo nkitanwodie ho nsem pa de se ba no telecommunication pa de a na kyese wonom age ba bi aboso nti efe mo everywhere you go na eba no ene se wode ye telecommunication network bia edi dwuma se ba no se wo test wo browse wo kasa wo so wo ye call no enyina sisi ene mobile money eno so di mu tintimai pa no eye MTN ene ye kan for ma wo eba no data ho nsam so wo na wane papa pa ne wo fi pam ni mu hono mo no ene wo de home fiber no aba eboa ma ne so wo bre tintintintintintin ne chese enya afi na akwa akototo no sope bia na ababa se wo mre ne wada age bia na wonu mugusu asum yesum no sabre o manya mfihia no aduasa 30 solid years. I don't know what say with the Jakwa Yawakwa, ne waboa, apoto amana afie no. Wonchi so wadi bom. Enti ena sabre was so babe check one customers nyina de. Na eye bibi kakra bi na abeye eye de oda so ye no a da de no a sene ugusu a wo test wo browse wo call no enyina na ene wo ye mobile money transactions awodo ni nyina no na ugusu a wo build points na abeso hu points no de wanye be ma akrade awodo no watumi enya bia na achade awodo no watumi enya mu chefa pa wo se eya dial *530 hash anase my MTN app no so na wo so wahu ugina bia pa ewo achade a wonom eche wo se eni achade ne kese pa wonom eche 9 brand new Toyota Land Cruiser Prados. 9 brand new Toyota Land Cruiser Prados and over 10 million Ghana cedis in cash prizes. And also Sikanono, Achesoba Bechamo Bienya Bi, Etukoswa Nene Wanomo Eni Juma. Duraplus Limited. One more and was say Wasum Ghana for brew in Fisiano Eduonumu over 50 solid years. Ghana Hansa Mea Juma Krane 80 Nijina. 80 Sam Crank Juma Kobi to me Dean Fisiasana him so more de papa. I just send ya Ghana for Swaji one more tumu. I am found home any bibeba a bibeko. One more Juma Pa Wobuntino and I bribia Ghana for and that's all Mujidi and one more. To anamwa hodwa wase construction adwuma bia plumbing adwuma bia say UPVC any HDPE pipes nkwa na onya dia enhwe ba bia Duraplus Limited one more pipes no na papa ewiase aman ahodo a wonom ehye droben ahodo etetete saa no meche PVC pipes na saa pipes ni nyina no say no a wonom nyina age atum say Duraplus for bo wo modern pa na eba no se ne pipe nso a emfa ho ne ensuo ne pressure efa mu a ebe pai nyina nso no a eye wono mu die ya wo se pipe bu wono mu a na erosion aka kwan bi edafo kwan bi asese erosion aka no a na afi eye pipe no na ekese ne ho adam pan na cars enam so koba edi enti ne ntimi pai eye Duraplus wono mo pipe papa no eno na etumi ejina saa ohaw ni nyina ano eno na wose ne sabre de wode abakora no a ama Ghana fo nyina ni age ho so bia benya water tank woni fie eye wono mo water storage tank no eno ne ebone mrane se water tank Duraplus water tank was what a tank na de omode abama na ya shonko pa make kasa mo bia ni age ho no eye level indicator no na kire enhua e water tank ni mu no storage tank no abre bia eti se wunsuo ne sa ye ma se ba besana abon ka ye nyese anadwo konkonko mu na o flash o toilet na flash ni nya ne se enhua wa water tank ni mu no asa Duraplus 40244 33 6665 0244 33 6665 0302 225 001 anasa shosha wanu mechi akwan kran ha number 10 11 and 12 Dadiban Road North Industrial Area Accra North anasa wase eye distributor bi ebe obi akwa wonu be somosom papa agro adini pa eye sika ba nipa boto to ne ba bi adibi aha esa agro adini pa ba fie ne nya agobone na agro so adi sika ba nipa botom de oto ne ba bi adibi enu ti na review scratch for rain for agro de bi e kan foma wo fidikasi ehwe no eye akra de obe dial star 85 star 5 hash star 850 star 5 hash star 850 star 5 hash no etimi aba be kan akra de ho ticket back 5 Ghana cedis on all networks na enye obo se wudu ba bi se no amma wo eye wo 5 lucky cars no wa choose back wo choose a wo koni na abo se ne station no so no eba Accra FM so na tie no wa choose Accra FM afi oba be wi na abo so enter your momo pin eye peke nkran agro money na hand back na ground wo sikanie wo phone nie waso betimi awia from 1000 Ghana cedis akwa kosi 1 million Ghana cedis eye mpanifo agro woni fi shedu nwotwe a enkwa agro ho scratch keke na discuss ya bam na wo bomadia kopiemu ewo ground fuel station bia eye nkoye na mame fam go bia na mame gas oil na mame super na hwanhwan mesro ya chirim esan say Ghana oil go for wono madwen wo ho na wo munim se bi mu ho no mu a eye premium or na in just omo de wo to ade am omo anya na fan ko si hi eti se na emom eho medie nchirichiri mu bia na sem bia eye premium quality ana emfa ma wo no mo mpa ade bia eye below ne ma bia we na eye top pa ba de ajuwe da bi fa de eno na ye papa pa etwato no fe no e ma wo no mo enti gorfo adwen saafo yi ho ofam go kwan so enti no no say fam go no wa ma e bi extra performance eno ne ye fe no Goil Super SP no Goil Super extra performance na de go oka ni mu a bon se engine no kwa da moton nye engine enya ni nipa ni bi papa ba kwa na menim ni se ne ka ba na dwa na etimofo nyina na enya ni ne engine ne ye ne to sadabi se wo ta eto girl super sp na se wo ye wadwen se no kwa na ade begu hyen ni mu a wo se bo engine ho ban na ema ne ye adwuma yie na chese e chere ema wo wose ye nko to 50 cedis na 100 cedis uhu so eya ukwa uya wosibugum etu bo se na attendant ne wose ayema o ma fail was okay was wa fail was ya was no pa na be feel girl good energy abusu anwumeko ya do madamentina enne bena efri awia no mienu na Kwabena Bobie Ansah na pamfo enne chitafo producers nyina ka wonu mu ebu omu a wo the citizen show ene so de ebesommo yadam wase abena nya kwabro no ma enemy din na hwe animu a kakakra bi na no nsia no so abo no onwunu adwo na ye de enwume no nsia bem kase no wakase da mufu ano no so asomo a yakra ho
100.5 Accra FM 100.5 Accra FM
would without delay announce a national policy on sanitation. Enough of the knee-jerk posture, the ad hoc measures. Mr. Speaker, we don't need them. Thousands lost property. Maybe because they are not public servants, they are not public servants, they are not politicians, we are not talking about it. Many poor people lost their property. Many poor people lost their business. We need the government to rise to the occasion and address the nation on this matter. Mr. Speaker, it will surprise you to know that even after this matter, we have not seen any national mourning. People have died. Mr. Speaker, people have died. It is important that some official statement to commiserate, to address it. Mr. Speaker, we've seen other disasters where the president announced a national mourning. This we have not seen. Mr. Speaker, that is very important. Mr. Speaker, the second issue has to do with accountability of the 350 million that was approved by this house. Mr. Speaker, we have heard of the disbursements. We, the minority, supported government when it brought the application to the finance committee. It was not a majority decision. It was a unanimous decision by the committee.
Minority leader.
Yes, Mr. Speaker.
The rules are clear on the issues of accountability.
Mr. Speaker.
100.5 Accra FM.
For the opportunity, let me commend the committee for the work on the 24-hour economy and accelerated export development program. Mr. Speaker, according to the United Nations Center for Trade Development, it states that in 2018, it states that African countries' dependence on raw commodity export dependence, limited capital access in the international markets, and then poor domestic financial market inhibits or threatens currency instability or currency risk in Africa. What it simply means, Mr. Speaker, is that structurally, Ghana cannot continue to be doing the same thing we have been doing over the years. We need to do a radical and a paradigm shift to our production model. Mr. Speaker, the report on page 2 captured this explicitly. It states the dependence on the imported inputs also constrain the growth of local manufacturing and agricultural sectors. Ghanaian manufacturers rely extensively on imported machinery and raw materials, whilst most locally produced goods are consumed domestically with limited export potential. What it simply means is that we cannot continue to be relying on mainly limited exportation and highly imported raw materials for our local consumption. That is why the 24-hour economy is necessary for us. Mr. Speaker, in my language, there's a saying that you cannot wake up someone who pretends to be sleeping. In 2024, the NDC, as an opposition party, were very clear that the 24-hour is a private-led initiative. You don't expect us to come and give you a complete costing. When we were very clear, we gave you 4 thematic areas where government will support to create an enabling environment for private sector to participate. One was incentives. Unlike the 1D1F, and let me touch briefly on it, every policy has an objective. You implemented 1D1F for 4 good years or even more. What measurable outcomes can Ghanaians use to measure it? You were doing an uncoordinated doling out of monies to party apparatchiks and then business-related organizations. Mr. Speaker, there is no official measurable outcome that you can use to trace the success of the 1D1F. Mr. Speaker.
Hold on. Yes.
Speaker, this is a House of Record. You can say something at the campaign rally. You can also
100.5 Accra FM. Accra FM 100.5.